Imagine if just a few minutes on the ice could completely transform the atmosphere inside an arena. For the people who witnessed that moment, it's a memory they'll likely carry for the rest of their lives. When the curtain finally rose on the Destiny, the audience experienced far more than an ordinary ice show. They witnessed the beginning of a brand new chapter for Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara, a performance that felt like history unfolding right before their eyes. What has everyone talking isn't just the show itself. It's the breathtaking quality of their brand new program and the unexpected performance that no one saw coming. Ryuichi Kihara's remarkable dance sequence. Why did the audience erupt into thunderous applause? What made this performance so unforgettable? Fans arrived at the venue filled with excitement and curiosity. Before the lights dimmed, conversations echoed throughout the arena. What kind of performance will they give us? Will the new program be even better than we imagined? The anticipation was impossible to ignore. Then, in an instant, the arena fell completely silent. As the lights faded, every eye turned toward the rink. When Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara stepped onto the ice, many spectators later said they could feel the atmosphere change immediately. Even before the music began, their presence alone commanded the entire arena. Over the years, the pair have captivated audiences around the world through countless international competitions. But this stage was different. Without the pressure of competition, they were free to express themselves in ways fans had rarely seen before. Instead of tension, their faces were filled with genuine joy. Every smile seemed to invite the audience into their story, creating an atmosphere that felt warm, intimate, and incredibly personal. The moment the performance began, their flawless skating immediately captured everyone's attention. Every edge flowed seamlessly into the next. Their movements across the ice were smooth, powerful, and beautifully synchronized, making full use of the rink with effortless confidence. Yet what truly made this new program special wasn't only the technical brilliance. Every expression, every glance, every subtle movement was perfectly timed with the music, blending together to tell a complete emotional story. Rather than watching a skating performance, it felt as though the audience had been drawn into a beautifully crafted film unfolding live before their eyes. Then came the moment that left the entire arena buzzing. Ryuichi Kihara surprised everyone with an energetic dance sequence, unlike anything fans had seen from him before. Moving naturally with the rhythm, he filled the rink with contagious energy. His playful performance revealed a completely different side of his personality, one that competition rarely allowed him to show. The audience couldn't help but smile. Some burst into cheers. Others applauded before the music had even finished. But this wasn't simply a performance designed to attract attention. His dance blended perfectly with Riku Miura's movements, creating a natural conversation between the two skaters. Every step, every gesture, and every shared glance strengthened the story they were telling together. Only partners who have spent years building complete trust could communicate so much without saying a single word. That deep connection has been forged through countless hours of training, victories, setbacks, and unforgettable moments together. Longtime fans, watching that bond come alive on the ice, was perhaps the most emotional part of the entire performance. As the program continued, the atmosphere inside the arena gradually changed. The excitement that filled the opening moments slowly transformed into quiet admiration. One by one, conversations disappeared. The audience became completely absorbed in the performance. By the time the music reached its final moments, the entire venue was holding its breath. And then, the final pose. For one brief second, absolute silence filled the arena. It was the kind of silence that only happens when a performance leaves people speechless. Then, almost instantly, the arena exploded. Thunderous applause echoed throughout the venue. Cheers filled every corner. Many spectators rose to their feet, applauding with genuine emotion. Those cheers weren't simply a reward for technical excellence. They were an expression of gratitude for the story Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara had shared with everyone watching. The title, The Destiny, speaks of fate, but after witnessing this unforgettable performance, many fans walked away believing something even more powerful. Destiny isn't something you simply wait for, it's something you create with your own hands. After overcoming countless challenges throughout their competitive careers, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara have once again shown that they're ready to embrace a new stage, one defined not only by world-class skating, but by limitless artistic expression. What new emotions will Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara bring to audiences next? The answer will likely reveal itself little by little as the destiny continues its journey. The beautifully illuminated rink, the spectators wiping away tears, and two skaters who were clearly enjoying every second on the ice. Together, those moments created an unforgettable experience that stayed with everyone long after the curtain fell. Ryuichi Kihara's unforgettable dance performance, the extraordinary quality of their brand new program, and the unshakable bond he shares with Riku Miura. Every element hinted at an exciting new future for one of figure skating's most beloved pairs. It felt less like the end of a performance and more like the beginning of a remarkable new story, one that fans can't wait to see unfold. But was this new challenge really powerful enough to move so many people? From the very first moment the curtain rose on the destiny, excitement filled the arena. Every seat was occupied by fans eager to witness what Riku and Ryuichi had prepared. Yet by the time the performance ended, excitement alone could no longer describe what everyone was feeling. The audience rose to their feet, applause echoed through the arena, smiles spread across every section, and for some, tears quietly rolled down their faces. Why did this ice show touch so many hearts? The answer wasn't hidden in spectacular jumps or difficult lifts alone. It was found in the story the two skaters told together. Before the performance began, the rink was wrapped in peaceful silence. Even so, whispers of anticipation drifted through the audience. I wonder what they'll surprise us with today. I'm sure Riku and Ryuichi have something special prepared. As those expectations grew stronger, the lights slowly dimmed. Within seconds, the entire arena became completely silent. It was the kind of silence that only exists when hundreds of people are waiting together for the same unforgettable moment. Then they appeared. Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara stepped onto the ice, and before a single movement began, the audience welcomed them with heartfelt applause. But those cheers meant far more than a simple greeting. They represented years of admiration, respect for every obstacle the pair had overcome, gratitude for unforgettable memories they had already created, and hope for the new journey they were about to begin. As the music started, the atmosphere transformed once again. From the very first glide, it was clear this wasn't a competitive performance. It was something much more personal. Their world-class skating skills were as breathtaking as ever, but this time the technique served a different purpose. Every turn carried emotion, every step expressed feeling, every glance spoke without words. Rather than performing routines, they were telling a deeply human story. Then came the moment that completely changed the mood inside the arena. Ryuichi Kihara launched into a joyful dance sequence that revealed a side of himself fans had rarely seen before. Moving effortlessly with the music, he filled the rink with warmth, confidence, and playful energy. Gasps of surprise quickly turned into loud cheers. The audience wasn't simply impressed. They were delighted to discover an entirely new side of the Olympic champion. Yet what made the moment truly unforgettable wasn't Ryuichi alone. His movements blended perfectly with Riku Miura's graceful skating. Their chemistry made every transition feel effortless. Every shared glance reflected years of trust. Every perfectly timed movement reminded everyone why they had become one of the world's greatest pairs. That invisible connection between them couldn't be choreographed. It had been built through years of sacrifice, victories, disappointments, and unwavering dedication. As the performance continued, the emotional atmosphere grew even deeper. Some moments brought smiles, others quietly touched the heart. Nothing felt exaggerated or forced. Everything unfolded naturally, allowing the audience to become completely immersed in the story. Watching the performance felt less like attending an ice show and more like experiencing a beautifully directed film where every scene carried meaning. The production itself was equally impressive. The lighting, the music, the choreography, the way they used every corner of the rink, every element blended seamlessly into a single artistic masterpiece. Nothing competed for attention. Instead, everything worked together to create one unforgettable experience. As the program approached its climax, another remarkable change took place inside the arena. The cheers gradually faded, silence returned, but this wasn't because people had lost interest. It was because everyone was completely captivated. No one wanted to miss even the smallest movement. Every second mattered. As the music built toward its emotional finale, Riku and Ryuichi's skating became even more powerful. Their movements grew larger and more dramatic, yet never lost their elegance. Strength and grace existed side by side, It was a performance only athletes with years of world-class experience could deliver. By now, many in the audience weren't simply watching. They were emotionally living every moment alongside the skaters. Then the final pose arrived. For several unforgettable seconds, complete silence filled the arena. It was a silence filled with admiration. A silence that allowed everyone to absorb what they had just witnessed. Then suddenly, the entire venue erupted. Thunderous applause echoed from every direction. People stood to their feet. Friends exchanged emotional smiles. Some continued clapping while quietly wiping tears from their eyes. Everyone expressed gratitude in their own way. The title, The Destiny, suggests fate. But after witnessing this performance, many left believing something far more inspiring. Destiny isn't handed to us by chance. It is created through determination, courage, and years of relentless effort. Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara have overcome injuries, setbacks, and enormous pressure to reach the highest level of their sport. Even after achieving so much, they continue searching for new ways to inspire others. That relentless desire to keep growing may be their greatest strength of all. Perhaps the most unforgettable images of the evening weren't the difficult elements or spectacular choreography. They were the genuine smiles shared between two people who simply love skating together. Those smiles never felt rehearsed. They reflected pure happiness, and that joy spread naturally throughout the arena until performers and audience felt connected as one. Yet this story is only beginning. The Destiny isn't a performance meant to be experienced just once. With every future show, it has the potential to evolve into something entirely new. The atmosphere, the audience, the emotions of the performers. Each performance will become its own unique experience. That's why fans are already wondering what comes next. Will Ryuichi Kihara's dance become even more captivating? Will the chemistry between him and Riku Miura grow even deeper? And what unforgettable memories will the Destiny create in the months ahead? Joy, tears, laughter, and emotions too powerful to put into words. All of them came together to create something much greater than an ordinary ice show. It felt like witnessing an unforgettable chapter in two extraordinary lives. Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara's new journey has only just begun. Yet if the very first step has already touched so many hearts, perhaps that alone reveals the true greatness of this remarkable pair. When they step onto the ice again, will they once more exceed every expectation? Fans around the world can hardly wait to discover the answer.